Hey guys, Projects on Wheels. Let's show you the build. So I got some metal and I finished up the front bumper. So you'll see it there. It's all skid plated. Looks really cool. So if we take a gander around this tire, I also got my jack mounted. It looks really nice in there. I really like it. So I'll take a tire out here and I'll show you guys a little more. So I got the wheel out so you guys can see. Tire carrier in there. I ended up putting it on an angle. I know before I was going to put it flat in there, but I think this looks a little nicer. So I made a little drop down bracket. It's just got a rod going over to another mount, and then I TIG welded another mount onto that rod, same angle, and then that's a bolt ran through with 3/16 brake line on there, just to protect the threads. So yeah, I think that looks really neat. I'm super excited to continue working on this truck. It's been it gets funner and funner, and now I can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. A lot of doing more fine tuning. Okay, so this is the faux fuel cell. I got some brackets I've been working on here. Skipped a few processes in this, but that's okay. So I got those little drop down tabs. I'm gonna TIG to this bar. And then that's just going to go in the middle of the... Okay, so I took that bracket off and I finished welding it. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so I got the little fuel cell welded in here. I think it looks pretty good. I think it'll be plenty strong. So now I'm going to work on the rear tires. Working on fastening the wheels in here. I've come to the conclusion I'm going to do a pin system. Use these body pins. Those are tabs for the other wheel I've been working on. So this bar will just go through here, through the hole in the wheel. And then I'm going to drill a hole in there. And then that's where the pin will go. So you can pull the pin and pull the wheel out. This side I'm just going to weld a flat washer or something on here, just so when it slides in all the way, you won't need a pin on this. My pin's made, so this is just bar stock, same as the rest of the cage. And then I took a couple little metric nuts, I just pounded them on here, and then I filled them full of weld and domed them. I think that's a cool look. And then I just drilled them out on the drill press and put pins in here. So that's what holds the wheels on now. So I put that other wheel in here just to check everything out, and I think this carrier looks really sweet. I'm working on the cooling fans here, and I just finished making these little brackets. It's still out of that 1x1. I just keep cutting it and shaping it. So I got these little holes, so this will just clamp on the bottom. See? And then this will go in the cage there, right about in the middle there. Okay, so I got those mounts welded in there, so I'll put the fan in and we can check her out. Fan's mounted. I think they look pretty cool. The hard part now is going to be making the ductwork down to the motor. Now I'm working on my traction boards I got them just the other day here. So I drilled a hole in here, and then that's a little bracket I made to hold it on the truck. And right now I'm about to TIG on this nut onto this pin I'm making. Okay, so I got that little tab welded on here for the traction boards. I got my hole in there, and now I got this bolt welded on for my pin. So now I just got to round it off all nice, just like those ones there. Okay, guys, so there's my little pin I made. I think it looks really cool. I'm pretty happy with that. So just that bolt, and then I finally got it rounded off and polished, and that'll hold my traction boards in. There we have it. I got the traction boards in. I'm very happy with how that turned out. You can see the little pin under there. It all matches, so that's nice. And I also got all the pins facing each other, so you can just come and anybody could come pull the spare tires out or the traction boards or the jack. It's all right here, so I'm really pleased with this. Hey guys, new day for me. I'm working with the big doors open today. Spring's in full effect, so It's pretty nice. It's like plus 20 today. I've been working ahead on these here in this video. Today I've been working on the light bar, and I got about 4 hours into it. It may not look like it, but it's been a ton of work. So I've been made it out of this door. It's like for a smoker, or I don't know what, maybe a central air system or something. So it's just thin metal. So I shaped this up. I didn't want this light bar to have its glass face exposed. So I made this metal shroud, and it looks really sweet. So now I'm going to put it in the truck here. There you go. So I got that light bar on here. I got it all buttoned up and finished. I think it looks really good. It'll protect that light, and it flows with the truck really nice. So everything in the rear here is pretty well buttoned up. Tire carrier's done, the pins are done, traction board's done, jack's done, receiver box, it looks like a fuel cell's done. I got the cooling fans done. I got to make the ducts for them though. And then of course the light bar. So everything's looking pretty dialed back here. And okay, I've moved on now. I'm making the carbon fiber panels here on the truck. So I'll fill everything in and it should start really coming together. So I got my panels on this carbon fiber panel, and now I'm going to cut them out with my little Dremel over there. I think this will work all right. We'll see. That I got those cut out, so I'm going to do the same for the other side now. I'm working on some tabs. These tabs will hold on the panels that I just cut out, and I'm just making them out of some more steel I have laying around. Cleaned the paint off. I drilled some holes already on the drill press. So now I'll cut them out with the old Dremel here. So there we go. I got 18 tabs cut out. I'll tell you, that wasn't actually very fun to do at all. But I got it done. I was putting it off, so now I can weld them all on. After quite a bit of time here, I got all these tabs for the filler panels all welded on. I think they look pretty good. Back side's the other side there. Hey, getting these panels dialed in here. They're not perfect, but they look pretty good, I think. I think it definitely wakes the truck up a little bit, even more than what it is. It's going to be really nice, I think, looking. So I got these sides to do, or these panels on the other side here. The other side here all tuned up. So I got all the panels in. You can see the tabs on this other side. So now everything I'll have to drill so I can screw it together, but I think that looks pretty nice. Okay, so now I'm going to put filler panels in the front of the truck here. So I just got my front wheels off, and I got to kind of clear out and take all this off, because in order to get the welder in there, the TIG torch and stuff, I need lots of space. So working on that. I got the underside here opened up in the front. I got the beams out, tie rods out, shocks out. So now I can start filling up the front of the truck here with filler panels. I think I'm actually going to do all metal filler panels up front here to make everything strong. You can get a shot of the bumper here. That other side I finished long ago, it seems like now, so that's cool. A shot of my beams, my J-beams, off the truck. They haven't been off the truck in a long time, a few months. So there's those nice Vitavon knuckles. They look great. So I got to do a little more work now that I've been staring at these. I just want to tune them up. And I was working on the trans. I was going to do a 2-speed, or it has a 2-speed, but now I'm just going to keep it in high gear. I'm not going to mess around with that anymore. So back to the truck. Got one of my panels here I'm about to cut out with my little Dremel. And I got one more of those to do, and then that'll be for the front of the Prerunner here. Okay, so I went flying ahead and didn't film a lot here, but I did get my front filler panels welded in. They are far from pretty. I'm definitely aware of that, but I'm just happy they're in there. So everything's flowing pretty good. I'm not sure now if I'm going to fill the centers or not, but I'm happy with it. So I got a new panel made here, or a template out of tape. So I'm going to cut that out, and I left a window in there just so my J-beams could poke through. So okay, so check that out, everyone. I got this piece all cut out, and I used my little handheld belt sander and smoothed everything out. So I got to weld it in there, but I think that looks sweet. There's room for the beams to come through. I got that panel welded in there. It's not pretty at all, but it'll work for now. I think I'm happy with it all in all, but it's sure not easy welding this thin metal. It's even thinner than the bumper metal and stuff. That barrel I'm cutting up to work for this is just so thin. Feller's got some balsa wood here. I just got painter's tape on it. Works good for cutting out. So I just got to fill in these spots on both sides here. So I'll get on that. Got a patch all cut out here for the passenger side. I think it'll look all right. I got it just stepped down on the bottom here. Just a little bit to weld onto. I think it looks pretty decent for this side. So I'll got to do the other side here, and then I'll cut them out on metal and Zeus them on. So I got the driver's side cut out too. It doesn't fit perfectly in here, but that's just because it's balsa wood. It doesn't bend very well, so I'll bend everything to fit better later, but here we go. So I'm jumping ship. I had these panels in here, metal, and I was about to cut it out, and I'm just tired of welding this thin gauge. It's a pain in the rear, so I'm gonna just use some carbon fiber sheets I have. I was using them for the side, so now it'll wrap around and match, and I think it'll look cool, so I'm gonna cut it out of here instead. So I got those carbon fiber panels cut out. I bent them a little bit, I heat them a little bit and fold them over. I think I got them formed pretty good. I'm happy with them all in all. I like how you can see that carbon fiber pattern in there. So now I got to make little tabs and drill them on. So I'm just at my little drill press here. I figured I'd show you guys how I'm making tabs. So I'm just got them all marked out. I'm drilling. I got a few more to do here. Now I've just been cutting those out, those little tabs on my Dremel here, so I'll show you doing that. I got all the tabs cut out and drilled. Now I'm going to smooth them all up, sand them up on this belt sander here. I blew a belt, so I stopped filming to change it. But I figured I'd show you guys quickly. So all these are sharp from the cut-off disc. So these two I did before it blew, and now they're all smooth, so I can tack them on. So I'll finish them up here and weld them on. So fellas got his TIG welder set up. And we're going to TIG all these tabs on here. So we're all tabbed in. Each side has 3 tabs in a triangle, just like the side panels. So I think that looks pretty decent. A little rough, but I'm happy with it. Now I'm working on the front headlights here in the bumper. I want them in the bumper and not on the top of the cage. So I'm thinking about right there for the centered main bar. I just got it there with magnets, and then I got all these little ones here. A couple solo pods and then a couple dual pods, so they'll go like up here. Got these little tabs I cut out and I welded them on. I didn't film it, but that's the gist of what I'm going to do up here. So now the light bar sits on these little tabs, so I just got to drill out and drill the holes for the mounting brackets. Then the light bar will be up front on those tabs. Okay, so I got my main light bar mounted here, guys, and I'm happy with it. I got those holes drilled. I only got 2 bolts in right now, though, because I'm sure I'll be taking this. I got these light pods to do. I got a cable of these 2 dual LEDs, and then I got a cable of these spotlight LEDs. A new day here, working on the truck, working with the big doors open. Spring is a wonderful thing. It's so nice out. So I'm working on the lights today. I got the pods on the wings. I'm going to do the duals on the inside and the single on the outside. So I just got to find a way to mount these. Like I said that earlier, the big bar here is already mounted. So I'm going to run all the lights down in there. I got wire loom for everything, so it'll look neat and tidy. So here's the same process for these panels. I'm using tape, and I'll cut out the shape of carbon fiber with the tape template, and then I'll drill holes and screw them in here to mount the lights. My patterns on the carbon fiber sheet, so now I just got to cut them out. Those panels cut out, and they turned out really good. They fit pretty good. So I just drilled the holes as well into the sheets for the lights. So it's coming together pretty quickly up front here. Okay, we got lights. Check that out. So I got the light pods mounted. I got my sheets drilled. So you see those big holes? Those are for the nuts and bolts that'll hold the sheet to the bumper. And then these little light pods here, they're screwed to the carbon fiber. So just 2 bolts on each one, take those out, and then I can take the lights off if I want. So I'm very pleased with that. I think that'll be plenty of light for this truck. So I like it. Here's a shot of it with the body on. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it actually right now. The front here, or a view of the front. So the light pods and everything are sitting on the bumper. With the way I built this bumper, I had the lights out front, but it kind of looks like a giant underbite. Like, I just don't know how I'm feeling about it all of a sudden. So I think that's going to wrap her up for this build video. It's been a while. I think it's been about a month since I've posted one. But I've been working away on this pretty steady. So I've done a lot of work in this video. I'd like to show you guys the truck with all those panels, wheel carrier and all that stuff I've done on the truck, but I'm just gonna have to take all that stuff off as soon as I put it on, so I might as well just leave it off for now. I definitely want to say thank you all for watching. It's really amazing, all the comments I get and feedback. Or 200 subscribers just about. I think we're 199, so we're almost getting into that 200 mark, so that's really neat. Wasn't expecting that, but it's nice. So thank you all for watching again. I'm going to continue working on this truck. I'm just going to start a new video because I don't want the build videos too long. So thank you very much.